Hello friends, I am Mohammad Moin and you are watching Zubizoid. Today I came with introduction to SAP PP. This video is for those who are new to SAP and willing to learn SAP PP, whether they are from domain experience or they are fresh graduates. And also for those who are in suspense that whether SAP has future scope or not. So please keep watching this video till end. So before starting the video, guys who are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get new notifications. Let us take a quick glance on today's topic. So today we are going to know about what is SAP PP, what is its use and where it is useful. Who can learn SAP PP? What is the future scope of SAP PP in India and as well as in abroad? What are the job opportunities for SAP PP? And last is what is the average salary of SAP PP module? So let us see what is SAP PP. SAP SAP stands for System Application Product in data processing. SAP is the fourth largest enterprise software company in the world. Guys, this thing you have to remember that now SAP is the fourth largest enterprise software company. So SAP software is an ERP, which is nothing but Enterprise Resource Planning software used for effective business operations. So in our condition, this is the main point. To run the effective business operations, SAP software is an ERP. So this ERP came into picture. So coming to next, SAP PP. So SAP production planning is one of the key core SAP module. So there are so many modules in which PP production planning is one of the key core modules, specially designed for integrating different departments involved in production and manufacturing units in all industries. So here all industries means whether it's a small, medium, large, as well as the manufacturing units where the production is carried out for those companies. So SAP PP module has designed. So coming to next, use of SAP PP. So these are few objectives like bringing all production planning process of production unit into SAP standard production planning functionalities. So the shop floor activities, the company production activities we have to bring into SAP, standard SAP, and to meet the customer requirements with optimized material planning. So we have to meet the customer requirements. This can be done through SAP PP. So to avoid the manual intervention in the production process. So manual intervention is also reduces if we install SAP PP in a production unit. To arrive the exact product cost by settlement of production orders by eliminating the manual calculations. So this point is explaining that when a product is manufactured in a company, so the product cost play a vital role. So how much product cost to manufacture one product, how much cost it is taking. So it can be done very easily with the help of SAP PP. So the exact product cost by settlement of production orders can be done through SAP PP. So here it eliminates the manual calculations. So it will do auto calculations by using the master data. So coming to next, where it is useful. any manufacturing process or repetitive industries. So, for example, automotive, FMCG, and pharma. It may be a small scale, medium scale, or large scale industries. Now, who can learn SAP PP? So, coming to freshers and domain experience, both can learn SAP PP. So, few points for freshers are any engineering graduate. Any graduate can't learn SAP PP. I prefer that if he is an engineering background, then he can take SAP PP. Should have basic skills of production department and all other departments in industries. So he should have some basic skills. Like coming to here in domain experience, you can see that any production manager, production in charge, production engineer, production supervisor, and any member from planning departments can learn SAP PP. Qualification here is any graduate. Why I kept here any graduate is if he has an experience of production, whether he is from degree background or any graduate not from engineering background, also he can able to learn SAP PP because he has an experience of production. So from coming to second point, freshers have to work on SAP PP by implementing every business scenario. Here they have to implement every business scenario when they are learning SAP PP. So because they are unaware of whole business processes, so better to implement every business scenario in SAP PP when they are at learning stage. Coming to here, easy to understand SAP PP because production planning is nothing but they are from the domain experience, so they can implement their experience in the SAP PP. So coming to the freshers, here to learn every topic, examples are required. But in domain, here examples are their experience. So their experience only the examples they can implement in the SAP while learning SAP PP. So what is the future scope of SAP PP in India and abroad? This is an important question. Generally people think about it before taking a course. Let's see the few background of SAP PP. Now the customers of SAP PP are SAP serves 4 million customers in more than 180 countries. So very big network for SAP. Approximately 80% of SAP customers are SME, which is nothing but small medium enterprise. SAP customer includes 92% of the Forbes Global 200 companies, 98% of 100 most valued brands, and 97% of greenest companies. So this is few background of SAP. Our customer distributes 78% of world food and 82% of world medical devices. See, from this point we can easily know that 78% of the world food is nothing but FMCG companies come into picture, where coming to 82% medical devices, maybe discrete or pharma industries. So 77% of the world transaction revenue touches an SAP systems. So 77% of world transaction revenue. Coming to history, see, SAP started in the year 1972. From 1972 to 1980, it's called as early years. From 81 to 90, SAP R/2 era. So here in 1972, they have started with five members, and from 91 to 2000, you can take SAP R/3 era. And 2001 to 2010, real-time data where and when you need it. And 11 to present, in memory, cloud computing and business network support, record results. So every year company growth has increased. into next, see here you can see early year to ECC, how the developments is happened in an SAP. So SAP started with R/1 system in 1973 and came R/2 mainframe system in 1979. So then they started an SAP R/3 in 1992. Like first version is 1. This is same as like our Android versions, how the versions has get increased. So every year the versions has increased by SAP. So now we are using ECC, like ECC 6. So this is how the SAP growth has taken place. In 2015, SAP came with SAP S/4HANA. The difference between ECC and HANA is where in ECC, SAP used a third-party database, but in coming to SAP S/4HANA, SAP has its own database. So SAP S/4HANA started in 2015, 11. Then the versions has got increased like 1610 every year, 1709, 1809, and the latest version is 1909. Now we are at the stage at 1909. So let's take a note. So by seeing this data from early age to ECC, like till 2016, most of the companies, like almost all the 70 to 80% of the customers are on SAP ECC package. So SAP has said it will commit to supporting ECC until 2027 under a standard support contract. So SAP is saying that till 2027 they will support to ECC, but customers will be able to extend this up to 2030. So it is clearly mentioned that SAP will support ECC till 2030. So after 2030, so every customer have to move to SAP S/4HANA. So the customers are already started migrating to S/4HANA. With this all data, now the customers are started to migrate from ECC to HANA. With this all data, I can say that there is a lot of scope for SAP PP S/4HANA in future. But the only thing is you have to concentrate on HANA. And I want to clear you that if you are perfect at ECC, then S/4HANA is not a big task. The only few changes are happen compared to other modules. So SAP PP has only few changes compared to ECC and HANA. We'll see that also in our future coming videos. What are the job opportunities for SAP PP? Bundle of job opportunities in India as well as in global market for domain as well as 2 to 3 years of SAP PP experience candidates. So I can say that for domain experience candidates and 2 to 3 years of SAP PP experience candidates, there are bundle of opportunities in India as well as in global market. But if freshers are perfect in the subject and if they understand the business and operations in the production as well as integration part with other modules, then it's very easy job to get an opportunity in the global market. So I prefer that freshers have to be improved a lot, like they have to work hard, they have to know how the other modules will be integrated with SAP PP. So coming to the next, what is the average salary of SAP PP module? The top paying companies that help freshers to start their careers are Hindustan Unilever, Mahindra & Mahindra, Jindal Steel and Power and Tata Consulting. They offer the package of range of 2.8 to 5.14 lakh per annum. So this is the average salary what I have taken. So like average salary for freshers with 0 years experience is 2.8 lakhs. But the top paying IT firms, if I consider, for 5 plus years of experience will pay 20 to 40 lakhs. Like I have taken 5 plus years of experience. So it's a very big package, guys. So this is what today we have learned. What are the job opportunities in SAP PP, what is average salary and future scope.